Hello, hello. I am hopping on here as your new host for the time being. I am Broken Bungee. Good to see you all. Thank you all for being here. Thank you all for being part of such an amazing uh, community and an amazing marathon we got going on here. Uh, Up next, we have Glitchcat with Lifeslide. Uh, Very interested to see what's going to go on here. So, whenever you are ready, go ahead and introduce yourself and what's going to go on here.
Hi. Excuse me. Hello. Good morning. What's up, everybody? I am glitchcat7. This is Lifeslide. I'm really excited to show this off. Thank you for having me, first of all. Thank you to all the staff and runners and volunteers for the marathon. It's going to be a great time, and I got up really early for this, so I hope I can do this game justice. There's really not a lot to explain here. We can explain when we get into it. The point of the game is to fly this little paper airplane, and you'll I don't know, you'll have a time. Geez, what am I trying to say? This game is beautiful. It came out last year from Dream Tech, and I hope you like it. There's no dialogue, there's no bosses to fight, there's no power-ups or upgrades or things to shoot down. We're gonna have sort of a zen time. So if you're ready, I'm on speedrun mode, so it has its own timer, but I can do a countdown for the start. And yeah, get comfy, buckle up. We got about an hour to go, and it's a non-stop flight. So I'm gonna try to not make too many pilot jokes. So when we're ready, three. Are we good to go? Am I good to start?
Yeah, I don't.
Okay,
see...
cool. Oh, and I wanted to mention too, one thing. This is a great game for donations. I would really like to see that donation total go up. I particularly like poems. So if anybody has any poem donations, I would really appreciate hearing that. And if we're ready to go, in 3, 2, 1, go. So, welcome to Lifeslide. Here we are, and our job is to fly the plane. We start here out in nothingness, in the void, and this is all you do. You fly the plane, and this controls a lot like you'd expect a paper airplane to control. Nose down of the plane going forward will increase speed. First, we got to fly through these rings. Please enjoy the atmosphere here, the ambience, and I really think you'll just like this ride. This is a very, very smooth game. If this looks fun to you, this is exactly what it looks like. Let's get comfy. I'd like to see some of your favorite comfy emotes in chat, so we can really get this run started right. All right, notice these colored orbs here. They're our friends. Good question. Yeah, I've got chat up. Why this plane and not the other one? That's a great question. Each of the planes handle differently. This plane is built for speed. This is the speedrun plane. The community affectionately calls this plane Long Boy, and when you fly this plane, you're a bird of prey. You want to nose down and go really quick. This plane has very fast top speed, and we're going to want to use that. Right now, we're just breathing. So, we're going to fly this plane, and we're going to fly really fast. Favorite comfy emotes in chat, favorite zoom emotes in chat. You're going to see me picking up these yellow crystals. That is durability and time. You notice the 55 down there at the bottom. If that runs out, my plane will poof, and I will have to start again at a checkpoint. If I crash into things, I also lose a little bit of that durability. So you're going to want to pick up as many... Well, you can only get 53, but you want to pick up as many yellow crystals as you can to keep that number kind of high. The other thing that I'm going to do, as we get into mindfulness here, the other thing I'm going to do is try to stay close to the ground. I'm not really doing that now because the strat here is kind of to fly over this part. But when you're close to the ground, you float along a little cushion of air, and that gets you a little bit more speed. Now, one thing I didn't mention is that the layout of this area, this whole game, is procedurally generated. And what that means, well, you know what procedurally generated means, but in this game's case, it means that there are obstacle chunks. You can think of them like segments. The first and the last chunk is always going to be the same, but in the middle for each area, I don't know what I'm going to get, so I got to improvise. Now we're into striving, and we get boosts here. I bet you can't guess what they do. If I press the button, they activate. They're not automatic. And since I don't know the exact layout here, I'm just going to want to try to make the quickest route that I can, improvising between the boosts. You'll also notice the blue crystals. Those are like a currency for the small unlockables that you can do in the story mode of this game. Since they're not helpful for the speedrun, I won't be picking them up. Listen to this great music, too. Just get comfy. Also, please, if there are any donations, please feel free to just jump in and interrupt me. We got a long flight, and I would love to hear from everybody that's hanging out watching the marathon. Okay, sometimes it's tough to get into those doors, but now we're here in understanding, and the keys of knowledge will open the doors of understanding. They use like a power-up. I have to go over the key and then hit the button to activate it for the door. I would prefer, though, to not actually go into these little city areas if I can help it. Not doing a great job of that, but as you see, there are some really tight areas here, and I'd like to try to avoid those walls. But with RNG, you kind of get what you get, and it costs me a lot of speed to try to slow down and change direction. So the best option is just to kind of go straight. Just in a straight line is all I mean. Pretty good flight so far. But we are going to get into some trickier areas, and if you think this looks free, give it a shot, because this game is very comfy, easy to pick up and play, but it's difficult to optimize and play very, very quickly. I really like this game because it's a good example of just doing one thing very well. You fly the plane. As we know, understanding leads to questioning, and here we are in this really pretty forest. I love the visuals here. In understanding, need to watch out for various foliage and things. That can lose your speed. You bonk into something, we could crash. I hope that doesn't happen, but, we'll see. We're going to use keys here to open the gates, and they are the source of these boosts. So if possible, I'd like to pick up as many of those as I can. Yeah, and keep in mind, like I said, just keep the nose down. We want to try to find these straightaways and get that. You can tell that I'm moving a little bit faster when I get those sort of anime speed lines around me. You might notice, look out. I like this game because I get to feel like Otto from The Simpsons, driving the bus, like buckle up, little everybody, gotta go. But I was gonna say something. Oh yeah, you might notice that these areas are sort of metaphorically representational of their theme. This game is a large metaphor for life and for everything. If you've got some life lessons in relation to the themes, I'd love to hear it in the donations. But you'll notice we're going into playing now, and playing is all kinds of fun. As we go through different stages of our life, there are all sorts of fun things to do here in playing, but I want to watch out for the slides to try to catch them if I can, and grab a couple of those boosts. We're going to get a new power-up here in playing. We're going to get this fun horseshoe jump. It leaps us up into the air, and the way you can get speed from that is just getting up high and then nosing down. You're going to hear that a lot during this run. Whoa, trying to play it a little bit risky to go for those boosts, but like I said, this plane doesn't like to bank and loses speed when it does. There are different planes that you could have in the game. This is not even the fastest. They all control a little differently, and it's really fun to try the game with different planes that pilot a little differently. The one that has the top speed is affectionately referred to as Speed Burb by the community, and it does have the fastest top speed. However, it has a really it doesn't maintain it very well. So if you turn at all, you might lose your speed. Uh-oh, we're running. Oh, look out! Oh boy, Oh, I don't want to really want to have to show you what happens during Phoenix time, but that's it. If your plane runs out of time, yellow number at the bottom, you will go gray, and you have an opportunity to save yourself if you collect something that will give you more time as you're crashing. So good little save there. Whoa, look out. Now we're here in experiencing. I love the big foods. Lots of flavors and textures here in experiencing. But my route is kind of taking me just up and over. Looking for those boosts. Trying not to crash into things. This game also, just for those that might be interested, this looks fun to you. This game also has a Zen mode, and I'm on the built-in speedrun mode. In Zen mode, you can just fly forever. It's got a little story mode. Very, very relaxing. This is one of those games that really rides the line between just relaxing, comfy time and a satisfying challenge if you really want to get good. So here, freezing. You know, freezing is a part of life too. Sometimes, you know, we got to freeze and watch out for avalanches. And this is an area in particular where I really want to watch out for the ground. Not only can avalanches kind of come down the sides of the hills here, but the ground can be a little uneven. And since you want to fly close to it, you might bonk yourself. Look out. You might bonk yourself on a little uneven part of the ground. One other thing I love about this game is the dynamic music that changes between sections. So you'll see once we get into a new section, the music will just automatically change. Whoa, watch out for that rock. Crashing into something, if you do it well enough and soundly enough, might actually just break your plane. You get to try again from the checkpoint, or you might actually just bonk and lose a little bit of durability. This game's HP. Nice. Well, I'm cruising kind of for a PB right now, actually. I was putting in some practice for this game, and I was maybe kind of hoping I could get a good PB for everybody. So far, so good. We're into yearning now, and here in this really hot volcanic area, there are heat vents, warm currents of air that can lift me up a little bit, and that's valuable because it gives me more nose down forward time. If y'all have any donations, please feel free. I am yearning for some donations and to hear what everybody else has to say. We are gonna have to get into serious mode here in a minute. If this were IRL live, this would be the part where I would ask y'all to please just oh no, sorry, you can still talk. Please be quiet in a moment. But I can't hear you, so you can talk anyway. This is shattering, actually. We're not quite here yet. I would love to avoid these tunnels if I could, but seems our route has taken us in here. Shattering is one of my favorite areas environmentally. I just really like this scenery here. Once again, we really want to watch out for the floor because it's got this cracked texture, and it can be really easy to bonk into some little piece of the floor that's sticking up in some uneven area. Whoa, hey there, that's a wall. Shattering is a part of life too, you know. I was just talking about that on my stream the other night while I was practicing. There's a Japanese art of when something breaks, you put it back together in such a way that you can see the seams. I think that's what this area is trying to teach us or tell us about. Sometimes you need to see the cracks, you know? That's a part of the beauty too. Now we're into the tough zone. Okay, get ready. It's time to fight. Fighting. This area is really, really tough. I could go a little bit faster here. Maybe for the marathon I'll try to go for broke. But we got these chompy, not a piranha plants, and the secret to them is that they always chomp low. So if you try to go above them, you will avoid them. I want to make use of all the boosts that I can. Wow, that's a lot of boosts. But these tunnels are very dangerous. I could smack the ceiling, I could smack the walls, I could do any number of things. And I lose a lot of PBs here. Let's see if we can make it out. Remember, RNG is kind of determining, whoa, what sections I get and when. So, whoa, hold on, everybody. Let's see if we can make it out. Oh, not the tunnel. No, not the tunnel. Oh, that was a mistake. Oh, that was a big mistake. I don't know. No, we might be toast. Oh, dear. Oh, we got it. All right. We can try again. That's fine. That's fine. Fighting is tough, and I went for that little tunnel that I knew I shouldn't have gone for. RNG is determining the segments that I get here, so I have to really watch out, and if I commit to a bad move, I'm just kind of stuck with it. But that can show you that this game, there actually is some challenge here, and it's tougher than it looks. This is the tricky area, but this game is actually kind of backloaded, so there will be more tough areas later. Might be ripped for PB for me, but that's okay. We're still doing fine for the marathon. I hope you all are having a fun time. Yeah, that's okay. That tunnel's gotten me many a time. Let's take that, to commit to going in that tunnel, and then it takes a turn that I'm not ready for. It's actually, it's a little bit safer of a strat here to keep a boost. If I were really going for broke, I would use all the boosts that I get. But in case something bad happens, I slow down, I bonk into something, maintaining that boost to maybe save my butt if I need to. We should be out of here pretty soon. Geez, we've been fighting for a while. Huh. I think it's time for healing. As we know, healing comes right after fighting, and let's relax a little bit. That was a tough one. Not sure if we have any donations, just feel free to just interrupt me, call them out. No, thank you all for donating. I hope we can raise a lot of money for the Trevor Project. Here in healing, we really want to try to grab these boosts, and we're doing something that I kind of call the dolphin dive. It's a little dangerous to go through all these paths through the trees, and so the best play for me is to get up above the clouds here and kind of act like a dolphin, up, way up, and then way back down, and that gives me a lot of nose down time.
And I will interrupt you here because you said you wanted poetic donations.
I would love that.
We have a $30 donation from Iku. Roses are red, violets are blue. Towards the horizon ahoy, moving ahead with me and you on the wings of one long boy.
Aw, I love that. Thank you. That was a really good one. Here we are in Awakening, and this is thematic for me because I got up at like 6 to do this run. Glad to do it, but this level really feels like getting up in the morning. It's we got the sunrise coming up. We got these really nice vines, and there are some big kind of ramps here, so I have to kind of nose up a little bit to kind of get myself over the ramp. Such a pretty area. Not a lot of boosts available, and I'm not gonna bank really sharply to grab them unless unless they're right in front of me, because I would lose the speed that I would get. This game doesn't have, your typical speedrun optimization where you clip the corner and do the no-hit strat on the boss and whatever. But it does have what I love about it is just moment-to-moment optimization. You're reading the path right in front of you, and you're trying to optimize your speed in that exact moment. And I don't know, I think there's something fascinating about that from a speed game perspective. We're so used to the big clip trick and all that stuff, but I like the challenge of just doing something like this that's simple, but doing it well and kind of elegantly, you know? You know, I don't know. You see the red split here at the bottom. I'm running against my own PB on speedrun mode, but I wonder, I might be able to PB still. I might. That was a tough death in fighting, but we'll see. Now we're into dreaming. Oh, I love it here. Oh, dreaming is so fun, but it can be deadly. Watch out. You know, if you crash in the dream, you may crash in real life. We've got these big air currents here. They're going to lift the plane up, and they're good for getting a lot of speed if you kind of put the belly of the plane into the current. So you act like a kite, and you lift yourself up a little bit. But if you can, if you do that smoothly, there, that was pretty good. You do that smoothly, you get that nice horizontal downtime.
We have a $50 donation from Ike saying, I've been curious about playing Lifeslide, and it's great to see it shown off on this way. Good luck, GlitchCat.
Thank you. I fully recommend this game. If it's like I said, if you're watching this and you think this looks fun and relaxing, this is just what it looks like. You know, there's a little bit of game, a little bit of unlockable. You can upgrade your plane and find new plane colors and some secret areas and stuff. But this game is exactly what it looks like. I would like to give shout-outs to my friend SpriteGuard, who I saw this game. He was playing it, and I saw them play it, and I just said, wow, this is for me. I love this. So if that sounds like you, I could definitely recommend this. I am actually playing on Xbox controller. The controls are customizable. I play inverted. As an old-school Star Fox player, I know it's weird. I know nobody does that anymore. But as an old-school Super Nintendo Star Fox player, I'm running inverted here. But you can play on keyboard, whatever. Control scheme is really adaptable. And I gotta say, not necessarily a sales pitch, you know, but I think this game is really good for accessibility, right? It's just a joystick and a button. You can configurable controls. It's an accessible game for lots of people to play. Now we're into daring, and we get an opportunity to be very daring for some speed boosts here. A lot of really big plateaus and environments here, and opportunities to take some big swoops and dives if I want to gain a little bit of speed. It can be a little dangerous, though. That's the daring part. Because we're going to go through, once we get down a little bit, there are caves and things down here, and if I can avoid it, I will, but... Oh, look out! But I'm not going to lose all the speed. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. Ho, hang on, everybody. All right, now I bonked, right? So that lost me a little bit of speed. And let's try to get it back with that nose down. Got to stay on the path a little bit. It is possible for me to just kind of fly off the world here, which I am in danger of doing. Okay, all right. I thought there was some path down there. One thing about me, I'll tell you this right now, be upfront with everybody. One thing about me, I am much more trained on two-dimensional 2D games. And 3D games are a little bit different for me and not quite my forte. And sometimes, and you might see it in later levels too, I have a hard time with like 3D depth perception. I don't know, maybe that's not just me, but it's a little bit tricky to just see the path with all the polygons and things coming around. But that's all right. I accounted for a few deaths in my estimate. And I can see how well I'm doing. I got the timer right there. I don't have to ask, how am I doing on time? Also in this game, too, something that can be tricky is the foliage can be a little bit deceptive. Oh, boy. Look out. Oh, like right there. Like right there. Yeah, the foliage can be a little bit deceptive, and sometimes you think you're not going to hit something, and you do. Geez, I didn't expect daring to be an issue today, but that just gives us a little bit of time to hang out. More time for some donations. Or, you know, just to enjoy the day with each other.
No donations right now, but just a reminder that this marathon is benefiting the Trevor Project. They are the world's largest suicide prevention and crisis intervention organization for the LGBTQ, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, and questioning young people. The organization works to save young lives by providing support through free and confidential suicide prevention and crisis intervention programs on platforms where young people spend their time.
Wonderful. Geez, I say I didn't expect daring to be the problem level today, but I guess so. I would guess though that y'all don't mind checking out more of these amazing scenes and hearing some of this really nice music. I'm trying to play a little safer now. I got to put the fear in me. Maybe I shouldn't dare. Maybe daring was too much. Dream big, chat. Go for the big swoop. But yeah, I really would like to stay up above here. As you have seen, I was just demonstrating. You know, the tunnels in this area can be really dangerous and a little bit tough to read the route. So, if at all possible, I'd like to kind of be above it all, while still making those lines to try to grab some yellow time crystals while I can. Yeah, see, I see an opportunity for a boost in there. I could get a little speed with that boost, but that tunnel already burned me a couple times today, so watch out. Yeah, let's go. Keep your eyes on the sky in inspiring, because inspiring others is a big ocean, and it's easy to lose your way, but if you pick your own path and really stick to it, you can get out. Keep your eyes on the sky, though, if I can. I'd love to show off our very good friends Sky Whale and the Sky Manatees. No, it's not a hip band, a rock and roll combo. We might see it. They're random. But if we're lucky, we might see Sky Whale and the flying... Whoa, look out for the inspiration sharks and the flying manatees. There's Sky Whale. Let's go and say hi. Sky Whale. Hi, Sky Whale. I love Sky Whale. Great friend. And there are also some flying manatees that might show up. Those sharks are deadly, as sharks are known to be. So watch out. Oh, we get the manatees too. Oh, blessed run. Blessed marathon run. I lost a little bit of time, but I wanted to go say hi to Sky Shark, or Sky Whale rather. Sharks stay in the water. You can get ripping through this section if you really go for all the boosts, but it can be a little bit dangerous because for whatever reason, it is easy to lose the way in inspiring. And maybe that's part of the metaphor too. There's so much space that it's hard to tell where to go sometimes. I did find a minor time save at the end of this section, but it's not marathon safe, and it wouldn't save any significant amount of time for me to PB anyway. But if you veer off the path and you die, oh, maybe I'm about to get it, actually, by accident. Well, see, as a demonstration, no, I didn't get it. If you veer off the path and die right at the end, you skip to the next checkpoint section, and you save a little bit of time. Like I said, it's just... I just go off the path. I don't know. There's a path, and I have all the space in the world, and I just think to myself, you know, I want to go way over here to the left where nothing exists. That is one thing about this game for speedrunning, is that deaths can be very costly, because a checkpoint is just a checkpoint. You don't get any little sub-checkpoints, and you might find yourself all the way back at the start and saying, this is not my beautiful PB. Decision paralysis. Oh, I was having trouble knowing what to call it. I couldn't pick. Let's play it a little safer here and try to make our way out. If I were going for PB now, I would be going for like each and every one of these boosts. Try to chain every single one of them, but now we're on fun percent run, and I think we got a great one going. Now it's time for creating. Spriteguard says this is the hardest level, and I believe him, but I have a little strat. Pun intended, as you may know, it might pay to get a little elevated sometimes when you're creating, and as you will see, that is very beneficial here because the blocks are sort of falling and creating the path for you. And look out! And if you get down inside all that stuff, you might find yourself in a sort of a Star Fox trench run situation. Blocks can appear unexpectedly, but if you watch the lines of crystals, you can kind of tell the path that they're going to make. I actually don't want to be too far up in the sky because I might actually get hit by them on the way down. And as you can see, you can be a lot more daring here for some extra boosts and some extra time. I'm just trying to kind of do a marathon safe percent. I'd love to not get into a death loop here in creating. It's going well, but it could things could go south on you real quick. Oh yeah, now we're coming up. Wait, don't crash. Wait for it. Okay, my very favorite area. Everybody, get ready. I've said these all these areas are my favorite area. This is connecting, and we're gonna get a new mechanic and some Trans Pride crystals in these caves. Get your favorite Trans Pride emotes in chat. I'll try to go through a cave again so we can see them again. With the orb here, we're going to be connecting with the towers. We want to fly over the fire to get the orb, and if the orb doesn't connect with a tower for too long, it'll get sad and it will go away. And we want to connect with the towers because they give us a little bit of tailwind for extra speed. And the orb can also open the tunnel doors there. We're going to see this orb a little bit more. You might remember them from the beginning of the game. It seems that these orbs have always been with us, helping us out throughout our life. Orbs of friendship and connection, kindness, empathy. Orbs of I need some time crystals right now. Let's see. Remember, the crystals are a little randomly distributed, so I am not guaranteed a safe route here. Uh-oh. I lost my orb. I lost my orb. If you don't have the orb, it can't open the door, so just remember to connect with each other. It's important. Man, having a rough time with the time crystals on this run. I like calling them time crystals. It sounds very science fiction-y. Oof. Yeah, this is tricky actually. If I don't get enough orb connections, I will lose a bunch of speed here. And that can get a little deadly. Whoa, that's not the shape I expected. Oh man, the RNG is really... This is a strange RNG run. I feel like I've gotten some weird situations that I didn't quite prepare for here. You never know what to expect in a game that's procedurally generated, right? All right, we might have to coyote time to make it here, but we got it. All right, yo, new section now. Now, are you ready for loving? Loving is, as we know, exhilarating, beautiful, but it can be a tangled bramble where it's difficult to see the way forward. And I think that this section is trying to show us that trust is important to love. You kind of have to trust that there's going to be a path for you coming up. It can be really tough to see the way, and I am getting some weird sections But it can be tough to see the way. But if you trust, that is a big part of love. Holy moly, and trees. Oh, also crashing into trees. Crashing into trees is also a part of love. I will say, for this run in particular, I have gotten some strange RNG. I'm dying a little bit more than I'm used to here. That's fine. We're good on, good on time and everything. But I'm getting some strange RNG. This is different. Marathon luck, eh? I know you all are poetically minded, so I'd love to hear some poetry donations. I don't mean to lean on that too hard, but we are a marathon. We're here raising money for a great cause, and I like to be able to say that my run raised some donations. So if you got any poems for me, I would absolutely love to hear them. Oh yay, we get to do my favorite part. Oh, this segment comes up randomly. Ready? Woo-hoo! Big dive. Favorite. Love is full of exhilarating swoops, but you gotta hang on to the ride. Sometimes you do crash and burn in love. That's okay, as long as you try again. Daniel Johnson, one of my favorite singer-songwriters out of Austin, Texas. Daniel Johnson says that true love will find you in the end, only if you're looking. How can it recognize you unless you step out into the light? Big swoop. All right, it's embarrassing to mess those big swoops up. Sometimes you got to get a little embarrassed in love too, Love is about vulnerability. But enough of that love crap. We're here in receiving now. And now it's time for some corn maze action. If you have any corn dilly emotes from Super Mario World, put those up. I like to see those fun little corn dillies. But here in this hedge, it's not a hedge maze. Is it a hedge maze? A corn maze? We're going to want to kind of try the dolphin dive strat again. And I don't really want to get into the pathways too much. The ground is uneven, and it can just run you into a dead end. We also really want to watch out for those big rolling hay bales. They might look innocent. They might look like just a good old fun time. But yeah, we want to freaking avoid those because they can roll right over you, and they have a strange hitbox that tends to crush you. Whoa, yeah, and there's that uneven ground. Yep, you might, if you're too close, riding that cushion of air on the ground, you might get bopped like that. Yep. Okay, I think we got it. I think we're out. Yeah. Good receiving. And now it's time for fulfilling. All these different things that you go through in your life. Sometimes it's linear, sometimes it's not. Here in fulfilling, the speed strat is kind of to not do what the level kind of wants you to do. You're supposed to grab the orb again and go up these big inclines. I'm going to do this one because it's convenient. But actually, it's a little easier and faster to coast around the sides. You can get more hills that way, but this is just kind of where the path led me. Yeah, here we can... Oh, wait, I need crystals. Yeah, we can try to set up the strat for here. It's a little bit easier to try to do something like this because you get dives faster and you manage to preserve speed a little bit longer. You know I'm going a little bit more fastly. Yeah, more faster than usual, more speedily when I have those anime speed lines. See how it's got the little running anime lines around me? That's how you know that you're going a little bit quicker than usual.
We have a $50 donation from Sunny! Saying, throwing this in as a shout out to a loved one watching because it's the closest thing we have to a pineapple car.
I'm actually playing. You can pick the colors for your plane, and you can unlock secret styles and stuff. I'm playing on this one, this style 1 because it's my favorite, and 2, it's the colors you get when you beat the game. All right, giving. This is a tricky area. If you look out for that rock. Here in giving, we unlock these little areas, and there's these banks. See how you can kind of like follow the contour of the bank? Giving used to really give me a lot of trouble until I learned to open my heart and not follow the contours of the banks a little bit. You can you stand to get a little bit less time crystals, but you can go a little bit quicker if you try to not follow the contours and kind of dive over them. Naruto flying.
We have another poetic donation here from
Yay.
Trainer Anade for $10, saying, Lifeslide is so nice, with swoops and crashes like life, my haiku is done.
I love it. And crashes like life, yes. I'm glad y'all are like getting it. Oh, let's go for the swag. There's no point to doing this other than swag. I'm glad y'all are enjoying this and getting the metaphoric significance of this game. This game has, it's trying to say something about life by mirroring the themes in the gameplay. I'm glad everyone's picking up on that. You're smart people. Smart and emotionally aware. Now we're here in revealing, and this is immensely brown. I don't know, maybe that's the metaphor. Revealing is brown and the same color. It is, I don't want to, once again, you'll hear me say it again and again, I don't want to go in the tunnels. The tunnels will lead me astray and cause me to have to turn around sharply. This plane, in particular, does not like to take turns, but I need those time crystals, and that's why I did that. Oh, tragic. Okay, all right, that's all right. Like life, there are some crashes, and we can refold our paper plane and try again. You will have some crashes in your life. And some trees. I hope you all have just been having a comfy ride. I'm not trying to make too many airline pilot jokes, but stay seated. Someone will be around with some of those cinnamon cookies and a ginger ale for you. It's okay to walk around the cabin a little bit. Still a better flight than insert airline here. Yes, to demonstrate why the tunnels are dangerous. Boy, this game has just given me RNG like you would not believe. I think this game knows I'm running a marathon. And also, I think this is the first time that this game has been run at a marathon. So that's kind of cool. Yeah. Hang on, Bart dude. Otto on The Simpsons. Oh my, these tunnels are outrageous. What is this tunnel RNG? Can we ever make it out? Oh yeah, all right, we have successfully revealed. Now, everybody, I regret to inform you, it is time for old age. And we are retreating now. The tailwind that has been pushing us this whole time is receding. And the gentle downward slope of the terrain is flattening out. And here we are in our old age. Here in old age, though, we really would like to try to see the trees through the forest and not follow the paths as much. You can get a little bit of speed, which is risky, and I'm trying it. Get a little bit of extra speed by making, sort of cutting through. Look out. Cutting through the trees here instead of always sticking to the paths, especially with this plane. Turning to follow the paths loses a lot of speed. So I want to kind of try to make these sort of dolphin dives, try to get that momentum. But yeah, we're getting old. It's been a long life so far. We've had a lot of good experiences and seen a lot of good things, and it's not over yet, so buckle up. But, you know, just like as it is in old age, keeping my speed and momentum here in my old age is a little bit more difficult. You know, I'm slowing down. Only got 4 kilobytes of memory, not like you flashy modern games. I remember renting games at the video store. Where are my slippers? Well, now it's time for softening. And the tailwind is really receding now, so the dolphin dive is going to be really helpful. I want to get up in the air. If I stay too close to the ground, I might lose too much momentum. But by hanging out with this big dolphin dive and making use of these air boosts along the ground, I can preserve a little bit of speed. That is true. You know, it's okay to slow down a little bit. It's okay to soften. And this game is certainly leading us to a place where we might feel comfortable. You know, every life goes through many phases and many experiences. And I hope that we all have a very long time left to experience all that life has to give us. Oh boy. Oh boy. I need some time. There was time now. Uh-oh. Are we going to have to coyote this? No. Ho-ho. Almost did, though. Whew, boy. See how speed maintenance in this section is much trickier? Oh, shucks. Ooh, we're really going to have to push it here to win. Air current, let's go. Ah, we made it. Okay, we made it. This is the toughest area in the game. Get ready for ascending. Ascending is difficult. Once you become old, you must ascend, and that is challenging. We have to keep the orb here. That is the #1 most crucial thing. If we lose the orb, we will not be able to continue to generate tailwind for ourselves. So, in our old age, we need to keep connecting with people. We need to stay active throughout our life and maintain our connections so that the wind of connection will push us forward and help us ascend. I've been getting a little better at this, put in some practice time on this section. This plane in particular, oh my, look out. This plane in particular doesn't like to turn. There's lots of time crystals I gotta get. We got to connect, and we got to make sure you know that you're going to be able to connect with a tower when you go through the yellow ring around the base. You just have to get the orb into that ring. Uh-oh. Okay, all right, we're hanging on, we're hanging on. Oh, there's none available. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, the orb. Yeah, and this is why ascending gets pretty tough, especially with this plane. Because this plane does not like to turn. You lose speed on the turns, and so oh no. Oh boy. It might be better for me. I don't know if I can do this orbless. It might be better for me to just try to reset this, but I'm going to try to run it out. I'm looking at the time. We got a little bit of time. I have an hour estimate for this, so we should be all right. This is the second to last area in the game. We'll see if I can do this orbless, but it's going to be a much bigger challenge. Again, because I don't have that tailwind pushing me. Yeah, see how I just kind of really slow down? Yeah, no, we're grounded. All right, we're grounded. We're old. We're grounded. They took away our driver's license. If you got some donations or whatever, please feel free to read them out. I want to, give host and chance to just talk about what the marathon is and what we're all doing here. Thank you all so much for having me, though. Let's say we got this level and one more to go, so stay tuned. We're almost through it. Stick around for all the other runs too. It's going to be a great weekend, filled with lots of good runs and good friends. Always proud to be a part of it. Thanks for having me.
And this marathon is, of course, Power Up with Pride 2022 here on Twitch. We are running from June 10th until June 12th for 24 hours each day to benefit the Trevor Project. So if you'd like to find out more about them, you can find their link to their website in the panels below the stream or use !charity. If you are interested in donating, you can type !donate in chat and find the schedule by using !schedule.
Whew, doing a little better this run. We'll see. Ascending is tough. You ever try to ascend? Holy cow. I think this game made it easy on us. Yeah, check out how much speed I lose on those turns. There is a strat. A player from my community, actually. Shoutouts to Three Little Birds, a really talented Lifeslide player from my community who has a better PB than me, actually, who came up with a great strat to go over the top here a little bit. And you can save some time, and it saves you also from having to turn. All right, we made it. Hey, we're here. All right, the Hall of Memory. Now, at the very end of our life, it is time to recall. Recalling is the name of the level here, and that's what we're going to do. This is, I think, beautiful. I love this cave with all these crystals and mushrooms and nice stuff in it, and also very deadly. Chance to grab a lot of speed with the boosts, but low tunnel ceilings, and we're just going to dive straight through the halls of memory and recall all the good stuff that happened to us. I hope that today you have a chance to sit and recall some good things that happened to you in your life. I remember when that famous bit where Mr. Rogers got the Emmy or whatever, and instead of giving an acceptance speech, he just asked everyone to remember all the helpers and people who supported them in their lives. So I'll ask you to do that here while we dive through the halls of memory and hopefully not crash. This is the last level, so I hope you've enjoyed the ride, but hang out because you get to see how the metaphor concludes. Well, everybody, we've done a lot. We've made it through a whole life. And after all those experiences, we are now alive. Truly alive. And when you're truly alive, it is quiet. Time. And that's time on the run. Thank you for watching. I'd like to let this play out so you can see how the game ends, but that is time for the run. Not bad. A little bit lower than my PB. We had some weird RNG deaths, but that is Lifeslide. And now, at the very end of all things, if y'all don't mind, the credits are kind of long. I think this song is beautiful, and I think you'll like it. And if we watch to the end of it, it's like 2 minutes, and you'll get to see how the metaphor wraps up for this game. This is just a lovely, lovely game. It's available on Steam. The makers are Dream Tech. They did a fantastic job with it. If this looks fun to you, this is exactly what it looks like. It's just a very beautiful, fun game. You get to fly the plane. It has a Zen mode, different planes that you can learn how to operate. This game, like it is exactly what it looks like, and I just think it's a beautiful, relaxing adventure. I would love to see more people play the game. They do have a Discord and such. There aren't a ton of runners right now, but there are some. The world record is very good. I think it's like 30 some minutes, which is really, really good. And I think this is just the kind of game that you can enjoy and play over and over again whenever you want. But please enjoy this credit song here. I think this is beautiful. And at the very end of our life here, we get to see where the metaphor goes. While I'm hanging, I would just like to give shout outs to Sprite Guard from my community who got me into this game, Three Little Birds who showed me a lot of good strats for this game, and if I hadn't mentioned, I'm glitchcat7. You can find me streaming nightly on Twitch. I'm on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all those social medias, and I'm just grateful to be a part of it. Thank you for having me here today.
On this road, there's a million ways. Everywhere we can go. Oh, what surrounding, the view so astounding. These fireflies in the dark, far away and lighting. The beauty, the feeling, the purpose revealing.
Remember the rings from the beginning? Remember the orbs from the beginning? Remember? They were always with us, chat. They were always with us the whole time. They guided us through our life. Isn't that nice? Oh no, wait. Here at the end, when everything is disintegrating, what will happen? Where are we going? It's an important question. Look, even we disintegrate. Even everything disintegrates. But then, keep watching. Rebirth, my friends. We're back at the beginning. We're back. We go around in a loop, and now we're here right at the start again, right where we came in. Reincarnated to do another run. But I don't got time for that. That is all for me. We have successfully flew through our life. I hope that you've gotten something good out of this, and I hope that you can just take that good feeling and use it for yourselves. I got nothing else to say. Thank you so much for watching. I've been GlitchCat. You've been you. Please enjoy the rest of Power Up with Pride 2022.
And thank you so much for that, Glitch Cat. Such a very pretty game. That was wonderful. Got me teary-eyed at the end there.
Yeah, same.
And yeah, definitely very glad I got to watch you play that game. Up next,